Hey everybody, it's Nate here with Goalie. If you don't already know us, our mission is to build tech tools for families with neurodiverse children. A lot of our families depend on Medicaid waivers to get the help and services that they need. This video is part of a series where we research these programs state by state and explain them to you jargon-free. Our goal is to help families like yours navigate this difficult process and get the help and coverage that you need. Hey everybody, it's Nate here with Goalie. Welcome to our state-by-state Medicaid waiver guide series. Today we're going to be talking about a state that invented Southern Sweet Tea. That's right, I'm talking about the good old state of South Carolina. So it's time for some Southern hospitality. Let's get right into it. All right, so currently, where am I right now? I'm on Goalie's forum page. To get here, you're going to go to forum.goalie.co. On this forum, we talk about a whole bunch of things. There's general schooling advice, there's parenting advice and help, there's tech support for goalies, some goalie tips, questions, recommendations, but we're going to be talking about none of those today. Instead, we're talking about government waivers, and as I earlier promised, government waivers in the state of South Carolina. All right. So, South Carolina actually has a bunch of different waivers that you can check out, all of them, if you go to this hyperlink right here, which compares every single waiver offered by South Carolina. But we're going to be focusing on the two that really apply to children with autism, which is what this series is prioritized for. But again, if you want to check out all the waivers and you have other medical needs, please check this hyperlink out. It's a helpful comparison. All right, the first waiver is the Intellectual Disabilities and Related Disabilities waiver. Who can apply? So, according to South Carolina, any child or adult who is diagnosed with either an intellectual and or a developmental disability, which includes a diagnosis of autism, can apply for this waiver. South Carolina requires that individuals meet and need an intermediate level of care. So, there is a technical term and definition of an intermediate level of care, but what it essentially means is that you don't require heavy medical equipment or a doctor at your side at all times. You just need some help and support getting through your day and require some supervision to complete daily tasks. This is typically the category that most children with autism or ADHD fall under, which is why we're focusing on these kind of waivers for these videos. Additionally, South Carolina requires that the individuals needs to be eligible or already receiving Medicaid coverage. All right, so what do I actually get? Again, the brochure here, there's a long list of services, and between the two waivers, there are a lot of services covered. Rather than list all of them and talk about the individual differences, we just found it more helpful to link to this brochure. So click on this brochure. It is like a long list of every service compared. And additionally, if you want to click on this comparison of waivers, it also has the services listed. Very helpful resources. Check them out if you want to see what things are covered. But I can say with absolute certainty that assistive technology is listed and covered. So theoretically, you could be using these waivers to help pay for and cover your goalie. All right, so how do I actually apply? So the way to apply, if you decide that this waiver is for you or something that you want to pursue, is you're going to contact your case manager at the Division of Disabilities and Special Needs at 803-898-9671, and you're going to ask about these waivers. Once you talk to them about it, they will be able to help walk you through the process step by step and tell you what you need to be doing. All right, let's talk about the second waiver, the Community Supports Waiver. So who can apply? It's the exact same eligibility requirements. It just has some slight tweaks as to different services offered, which you can check out on the brochure. So that kind of answers my question for the next section right there. Check the brochure and the comparison of waivers to see what services are provided and what slight differences that they are. Each family has their own needs and their own requirement of services to be provided. And so checking out the brochure and comparing the two waivers is a helpful exercise that we recommend that you all do. Not to sound like a broken record, but the application process is about the same. You're going to be contacting the Division of Disabilities and Special Needs at 803-898-9671 and asking about the waivers, either talking to them specifically about the Community Supports Waiver or asking, hey, which waiver should I be signing up for? All right, so now, what does the goalie team think about South Carolina? So there is some good news and some bad news. The bad news is there is a waiting list for services. We couldn't actually figure out how long it was, but based on our knowledge of other states, it seems like you may end up waiting years. I want to be optimistic and say it could be a matter of months. There was not enough information for me to determine how long. There was no numbers of how many people are on those waiting lists. Some states, it's as high as 10 years. Some states, it's as low as 3 months, 6 months. It's something that you should definitely talk to someone at the Division of Disabilities and Special Needs about. But still, we do know for a fact that there is a waiting list, which is absolutely a problem, no matter if it's 4 months or especially if it's 5 years. Okay, so with that, let's go to our GOLI waiver scorecard. So based on our website clarity and ease of navigation, we gave that a 4 out of 5. It was quite easy to navigate and find a lot of this information, whether it be numbers or the comparison of waivers, and the information was quite helpful. So in terms of access and requirements of qualification, we gave that a 1 out of 5. And the reason behind that is waitlist. Anytime that you have a waitlist, it shows two things. One, there's not enough waivers, which is not the case in South Carolina. Or two, there's not enough funding going into these waivers, which we believe is probably the culprit of this issue. Ultimately, people need coverage. They need healthcare coverage, and people who fall into this category definitely need coverage. To have a wait list and keep people from getting the services that they are eligible for and need and deserve is a problem. In terms of the healthcare coverage section, we gave that a 3 out of 5. There are a good amount of services covered. You can compare each individual waiver service by service if you'd like, but based on our general look at the services covered, it was a good amount of services, nothing fantastic. So we do hope that you found this video very helpful, but understand and believe that there are so many great resources out there currently. To help make this easier for you, we decided to hyperlink a couple right here. And so feel free to check them out on our forum page. All of them are great and they help for all different things. Additionally, we wanted to provide some telephone resources. So we listed a number for the intellectual disabilities and related disabilities waiver right here, and then a family connection helpline, which has extra details on the waiver and can help walk your family through the process, which is put right here. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. We hope you found it helpful, and I wish you luck in navigating this difficult and troubling process.
If you've gone through this process yourself and can add any color to our research, please share your experience in our forum. Your help would be greatly appreciated by families who are new to this. If you're just getting started yourself, don't worry. We're here to help. If you have any questions, ask them in our forum and we'll do our best we can to support you. And lastly, if you found this video helpful, let us know. Drop a like or leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.